Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another underwater voice over. Now, as you can see, the water is not the best as of this time because Hurricane Melissa is on its way and this video was shot before that. Now, the water was really dirty. We were trying to see if when we went out further, it would get any better, but it did not. So, right here, we're just looking for, to see if we could find anything. So after a while of swimming out, I actually went down to see if under was a bit clearer, and it was. If there was a fish here, I could see it, but I didn't see any at this time. I was checking the rocks to see if I found any, but I didn't. But underneath was a little bit cleaner than on top. So see me up here looking on top, and that's one of my friends up there making sure I'm good. But yeah, the water was really bad on this day. So right here I actually spot a red belly parrotfish. So I reloaded my gun and I went down and I placed a nice shot on this fish. I ended up securing this guy. So right here my friend was actually pointing out that he saw a lobster underneath the rock, and I went down and was looking to see where it was. Now this flashlight is actually excellent. I love this flashlight. I think this flashlight is called the Export. It gets the job done. See, I'm shining the light trying to find the lobster. Right here, I actually spotted it. If you can look clearly, it was in the rock right here, but it was a bit too small, so I didn't take this guy. So right here was actually a random drop of me scoping out the area. Normally there's lobsters and stuff underneath the rocks, but I didn't end up seeing any at this time. I was searching the ledge and I didn't end up finding any. So yeah, I saw that little I think they call it a queen snapper, but I didn't end up seeing anything else. After a while of diving, we actually spotted a nest of lionfish. Now these guys are invasive and you're advised to take as many as you can if you stumble upon them. Now we actually stumble upon a lot, and my friend actually shot one right here. He was telling me to go down and shoot one. Yes guys, so this lionfish was kind of huge. If you look at it, it was kind of big. So here I went down and I was aiming up on one of these lions. You can see there's a lot of lionfish right here. Now I was trying to take out the biggest one possible, which is that one in between the rocks. See me going down, aiming it up, but it moved. So I was waiting for the perfect shot right here, and I took it out. Yes guys, but normally I don't shoot these guys because I find them kind of sketchy to take off the spear. So after shooting these lionfish, we didn't end up seeing anything else, and the water was getting even whiter, so we decided to just swim with these guys back to shore. I mean, we weren't far away from land, so it wasn't that much of a, swim. Yes guys, so after shooting these lionfish, we changed spots. So we were up the sea and we decided to go down the sea. Now down the sea wasn't as bad as up the sea, or so we thought, but the further we went out, we actually ended up seeing more white of water, but it was diveable and we were finding a lot more fish down here. Right here I actually ended up shooting a jack in the distance. Now I use these guys for snapper rigs or snapper line in the evenings, and these guys are really good bait. So right here, I went down to a marked spot. Now there's a little cave right here that always has fish in it. Now, when I went down and I shined the light into the cave, there was fish heading to the back. Normally there's fish at the front, but I guess because of the white of the water, they're not in here. I actually ended up seeing a butterfish right here, but I left this guy alone. So it's my friend's first time trying spearfishing, and he doesn't really know the area as well as I do. Now, here I went down going to check another cave right here. You see that little entry right here? That's what I was going down to check. So after resurfacing and rediving, I actually left my gun down there. So I went back up for my flashlight because my friend had it, and I shined the light right here. There's a couple lobsters as you can see. There's one on the floor right there. He's passed out, and I actually took a shot at this guy right here. I ended up securing this guy. After shooting that lobster, I actually went to a spot I call the lobster ledge. Now, why I call it that is because there's a ledge and there's always lobster like this guy right here underneath it. So I lined up to take a shot right here, and I wanted to make sure it was a good shot, and I ended up shooting this guy. So right here, I actually showed my friend the lobster and he wanted to give it a try. So he took the flashlight and he went down to give it a shot. Now, I wasn't sure if there was any more lobsters down there, but he went down and he actually ended up shooting one. I actually ended up doing a dive to make sure everything was going okay. Right here, I saw him place a shot on a lobster. Now he was pulling this lobster out, but to my eyes, I thought the shot wasn't all the way through, so I was trying to catch it. But on further inspection, I realized it was a good shot. And yes, guys, as you can see, I don't have on gloves and I'm trying to break the antennas with my bare hands. My friend is laughing at me because he knows it's spiky. So yes, guys, we actually ended up getting two big lobsters off this ledge. There wasn't any more underneath there when I went down to go check. So these were the last ones, I guess. Every time I go to this ledge, guys, I get lobsters and I'm so grateful for that, you know. So that is why anytime I see the small ones, I let them and make them grow. After finish putting that lobster into the bag, my friend actually said it was two lobsters lined up together. So I went down and I was looking to see if I could find the other one that he said he saw. But for some reason I couldn't. I think it was because all the sun kicked up into the caves or the holes underneath there, so I couldn't see much. But here I was scoping out the area and I just couldn't find that other one. But I left him for another day. Yes, guys. So right here is actually another spot that I marked. It's kind of like a sea in the ground or a cave in the ground. And there's always lobsters in here as well. So I went down here. There's a big one. Took the shot right here, and I ended up securing this guy. So after my friend saw me shoot that lobster, he excitedly wanted to go down and shoot his own. So he risked taking my flashlight and going down while I put this guy in the back. Alright, so after shooting that lobster and my friend went down to make a dive, but he wasn't successful. I was trying to get this lobster right here, but he actually went up into the hole and he didn't want to come out. Guys, I chase this lobster like every time. Like every time I come here, this specific lobster, he lives right here. And one of these days, I'm going to take him out. But I guess today I wasn't successful. I didn't catch this on camera, but I actually went down and I placed a shot on a nice lobster right here. But the spear actually got wedged in the rocks and it didn't want to come out. But I actually ended up freeing this out of the rocks and securing the lobster. Guys, once I resurfaced, it actually started to rain. Yes, it was raining while we were at sea. I actually thought the storm came a bit early, but it was just a little rain and it stopped. And it was just sunshine for the rest of the day. My friend actually went down and tried to place a shot on a lobster, but he actually ended up stucking the spear in the rocks. So after hearing what happened, I actually went down and I freed the spear using a technique. Now this technique can be applied to certain situations because if the spear is stuck too far, it can't go back into the gun. Right here you see me put it back into the gun, hold it tight and pull it out. And that's one of the ways you can get your stuck spear out of the rocks. So I actually shot this guy off camera. It's a decent sized grunt. So after shooting that grunt, I actually went back down to the same cave the spear got stuck in and I was looking for more lobsters. As I said guys, this place is always loaded with lobsters. Right here I saw one and I placed a nice shot on this guy straight through the head. Yes man, and this one actually ended up going into the net. So guys, remember what I said about that lobster living there? Right here, I actually timed him and I went back to see if I could place a shot because all you have to do is just give them a few minutes and they try to crawl out. But this guy was trying to come out right here. See him, if you look properly, you see him in the hole and he had no intention of coming out to give me a nice shot. He just went straight back up underneath the hole. So after this lobster, we actually decided to call it a day. Sure, you catch another, you know? Bad boy shot this, you know?
Yeah, I'm send me, you know.
Yeah?
I'm send me them.
Yeah? Where the people? Dish them out, dish them out. What's what going? What's what going? The people? She said, we don't waste time. Even though water white, honestly, for myself, say water white, but you still find food same way. You know? Yeah. You know, play man. And remember, so we still have some lionfish in a cooler. You know?
Couple boaters.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You have a lobster them. Same? Yeah. So that one a big? Yeah man. And I mean you shot that one you know. Bad bro shot that one yeah. Yeah man, so we have some in the cooler there. Yeah. Have them same way. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, that like button, drop a comment and tell me what you think, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out. Alright guys, take care and I'll see you next time.